everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and it's so good to be here. As you can see, today I put a little bit of effort doing my makeup. I did my hair because I think you all had enough of me looking like shit as I did on my last videos. I thought it was enough of me just waking up and filming. This time I decided to put more effort in it. But anyway, let's go to the video, to the topic. So this video is about, as you can read, my butt implants and why have I decided to get them removed. It's a big decision, as you can imagine. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Why did I decided to get butt implants done in the first place? Well, the answer is pretty obvious, right? Because I didn't have a butt. I was always very flat, I have very small butts all my life. Even though training at the gym for years. Well, don't get me wrong, going to the gym, it makes my butt improve a lot compared to what it used to be. But I didn't get the results as good as I want, even after years and years of training. So I thought surgery will be the best option for me. First, I was considering BBL, which was very popular back in that days, and well, actually still very popular through these days. But the problem is I don't have enough fats on my body to do a BBL. I visit a few doctors and they explained to me one of the options could be that I gain weight and then get the BBL done. They also warned me, sorry. Well, they told me because I have a very active lifestyle and I eat healthy, even though if I gain weight to do the BBL after the surgery, if I went back to my old lifestyle, which is going to the gym and eating health diet as I do, I'll probably lost that fat again anyway, so my results won't last too long. Then I thought, well, maybe BBL is not an option for me. So then I thought, well, implants, it might be the best option because, well, I already have breast implants for years, maybe 8 years, and I never had problems. Implants are quite safe. And then I said, well, I'll go for it then. Went back to Brazil to get this surgery done for 2 reasons. One reason is because in Brazil they're good at plastic surgery in general. And second place was because it becomes more affordable for me to go there and pay in Brazilian money rather than pay in dollar, right? And the third reason is because here in Australia, even though if you want to do a butt implants, there is no many doctors that are experienced in doing that kind of surgery. So I felt more comfortable going to Brazil where they do this sort of things more often, so they more experienced. I'm gonna show you how my butt looks. I know you're curious to see it, but yes, I'm gonna try to explain it first. So okay, imagine, so here is my butt, right? So each side of my butt. So the implants, it goes from the half of your butt to up, like not here. Okay, so you cannot put exactly in the middle of your butt. You need to put a little bit up. So back then the doctor told me I should get an oval shape of implants, which is more long like this, and it's more flat. And he recommends me to get only 200 ml, which back then I thought wasn't too much. So I wasn't happy about that because if I was about to get a surgery, then I thought, well, I want to go for a bigger size because I want to have a big butt, right? And back then I had 300 ml on each of my breasts, and my breast wasn't big. And then I thought, well, it's gonna be less than my boobs, so it's not enough. I want more. So I start to kind of pressure the doctor to go for a bigger size. And I also wasn't happy about the oval shape, because the oval shape, as I said, it was more flat. So what I want is to go for the round shape, which is like this. As the oval goes more flat, the round is more like, you know, up, out. I talked to the doctor and I convinced him to put at least 300 ml in the round shape, because back then I thought that will give me more volume, and when I'm on my profile, on my sides, my butt you have more curve, you know, as the flat will just have like a minimal volume. So I was all for the, you know, the big volume. And yes, I think that was my mistake. The second mistake I made was because, well, again, here's my butt, and I remember I had sort of a dip, because this dip, it goes on my hips, and that's very common for many of girls, you know, we call like a deep hip. I think that's how people call it. So in my case, that continues on my butt. So on the top of my butt, on this side, like the continuation of my hips, I remember I have a significant like dip here on this area. I'm gonna show you, gonna understand later when I'm showing my butt. Hold on. So I decided, I actually convinced the doctor to put the implants a little bit up and a little bit to the sides, so I could have less, you know, of that dip that I had there. So yes, I got the surgery done and I was quite happy with the results from the beginning. But the problem was, because I didn't have volume at all, I didn't have fat at all on my butt to cover the implants. Right after the surgery, I could see exactly where the implants are. It was very mild, you know, I could see it very mild. It wasn't bothering me so much. So I keep like that for a few months. It's about 9 months, and then it starts to bother me. So I said, well, I need to resolve this. So my idea was, well, I think if I had more fat on top of the implants on my butt in general, it wouldn't be so visible. So then I thought, well, I didn't have enough fat to do a BBL, but if it's only a little bit, it might resolve this problem. What I did, I went back to Brazil to have a liposuction. But what I did was I gained a bit of weight, not too much, because even I was trying to gain weight, but as I said, I'm naturally skinny, so it wasn't easy for me to gain weight. But I managed. So I gained a few weights and went back to Brazil to have this liposuction done. And then I got a few of my fat removed, just a little bit, and I have a micro BBL on top of the implants. It makes it look better. The shape of the prosthesis, it wasn't visible anymore. I was very happy about the results and everything, and I was happy for about 2 years with the shape and everything. And I remember, depending how I move my body, I was always able to see the shape of the implants anyway, especially when I was going to the gym, because with the movements you do at the gym, which I didn't care, because when I'm going to the gym, I'm about to go there and train, so I don't care so much how I look, and I don't care so much how my body shape looks while I'm doing my exercise. So that wasn't a problem at all. So with time, what happened is my butt implants was more visible, even more visible. I think because I might lost some of the fat that I had, because I was training harder and my muscles are now completely recovered after these years. And then so I'm training these muscles at the gym, and then they really responding, and they now pulling the implants up. Even when I'm walking fast on the streets, you know, when you walk past those glass building and you're able to see yourself as a mirror, every time I walk past a building like that, I check myself out, and I can see like the implants going. If I'm walking fast, I can definitely see the implants going up as I walk. And there is so many other movements that I do during the day, during my routine, that you can see. Like even when I decided to rest my weight on one of my legs, on their legs I'm putting more pressure, and I am contracting my muscles more on the leg. The implants instantly go up, and it's like very showy on my body. And at beginning I didn't mind it so much, because I was always thinking, you know what, my butt always concerned me. I never liked the way it looks, and I was always conscious about it. Even when I was walking, I was standing up, I was always like unhappy and conscious about how my butt looks bad. After the surgery, and when I start to have these problems, which I always kind of have them, but as I said, the problems is getting worse. So then I was thinking, well, my butt used to look bad, and now it's looking bad again, but it's just in a different way. So I decided to get them removed, so I can have again at least a natural shape for my body, you know, instead of have something that's kind of weird. You know, I know getting my implants removed is gonna make my butt look quite bad and flat. It might be very saggy, I know, at least for the first months, but I am aware of all of these, and even that I decided to go for the removal, because I think I prefer to have a more natural shape rather than have something weird, you know, because in both cases my butt is not gonna look good. It's not looking good right now, and it's not gonna look good after I get removed. There is not much options, unfortunately, and yes, at least I won't feel like there is something weird, you know. It will be just a flat butt, you know. That's common, right? That's not a big problem with having a flat butt, rather than people look and like, oh, what is that? That's weird, you know. As I'm gonna show you now, I know you're curious to see it. If you're thinking about to get your butt implant, I suggest you to really think about it, to listen your doctor, to get an experienced doctor to do it, because even though I got an experienced doctor, I didn't listen exactly to what he said to me, and I regret, because now I understand. If I had went to a more flat implant and more long implants, probably this deformation that I have wouldn't be so bad. And if I didn't have asked them to put the prosthesis a little bit up and a little bit to the side, I would ask to go for the traditional place that I might don't have, you know, this problem. But maybe I will still have this problem, like who knows. Because of all this, I wouldn't recommend butt implants to anyone. From my experience, I think like if you have a really small butt like mine, the chances that this goes wrong, it's high, you know. Talking to skinny people, because I see a lot of girls, they're quite big and they have fats on their body, but the butt's just a little bit flat and they don't like it, and then they go for butt implants, and the butt implants quite look okay in them, but that's because they have lots of fat on the butt still, you know. Their butt's not that bad, it's not that small. But when you like really small girl, when you really don't have much fat on your body, like on your butt, I wouldn't recommend that. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that there is no much of a solution for us. That's my experience, and I hope you think about it. I hope this video help you to think about it if you're thinking to get implants done. Oh, hi! So this is the moment you've been waiting for. So I'm gonna show you the truth, okay? Don't mind this outfit. So all my pants, they are so small, even bikinis and everything, and this is the bigger thing that I find to do this video, so I don't want to show too much, okay? So I choose this, so don't mind. I will maybe do like this. There we go. This is the famous butt we've been talking about. Here is the butt. It doesn't look bad. The problem starts here. So as I said, so this is the half of the butt, and here the implants cannot go in this area, okay? So the implants, they go like half to up, okay? And they usually place it here. So because I had sort of a dip in this area before, I asked then, instead of put the implants here, I asked to be put it a little bit on the side, so I'll get rid of this deep, you know, hips that I had it before. Implants are really here. When I move is the problem. When I'm standing up like this, I actually like it, my butt. It looks okay, looks good. But the problem starts when I move. So I don't know if you can see. I don't know if this pants really do something. There we go. You see? Depending the movements I do, it just pops up. When I'm walking, I'm trying to fake the way I walk, but yes, you really can see. Like at the gym when I do, see? Like this. If I really, you know, do something hard, it's gonna look horrible. Like this. If I'm really squeezing, can you see? Of course you can. There is so many movements that I do, like even like resting in one leg. So yes, no, doesn't look good, does it? Yes, unfortunately, this is how it's been looking like, and it's quite annoying. Yes, and so it's time to get this out of my body. That's my experience with butt implants. If you ask me like, hi, is it really bad for you to remove your implants, I would say no. I'm quite happy with my mind right now, because I make this decision, and when I make a decision, my head, for me, it's really like easy to go through it. Sometimes there is things in life where I can get like really indecisive, but it wasn't too hard for me to really make a decision. I feel like this is the right thing to do, and it's the right choice for me. So in my mind, I'm quite easy with it. Yes, I know my butt's gonna look quite bad after this procedure, but as I accept my decision already, I'm not suffering, or I'm not too worried about it, how it's gonna look, because I know, like, because of my lifestyle, because of my age, because of my genetics, I know even like it's gonna look quite bad at the beginning. In a few months, in 1 year maybe, it might go back almost to how it used to be. And also I'll keep, you know, going to the gym, training quite hard, and even after this I'll probably do even more hard. I will train even, you know, more. I'll focus on my glutes a lot. so I'm kind of preparing myself mentally to this physical effort that I'm gonna make in the future in order to try to fix things as much as I can and try to go back to my old previously shape, which was never like a loved shape, you know. I was never happy with how my butt looks before, but I guess this is how it is, and I need to accept it now. So I'm quite okay with that. I think it's due to my maturity right now, because as before, like, it was like such a concern for me. Right now I'm quite chilled about it. Yes, I was even surprised with myself to give up on this implants as so easy. But yes, when you make a decision in your heart, in your head, yes, I think you're right for it, and that's how I feel right now. I'm not sure if I explain quite well, but I think the images talks for themselves, and as you can see how it is, you can understand, you can have an idea on what can happen to you if you decide to go ahead and have implants done. Also share this video if you can, because that's gonna help people when they research for it, if they're thinking about it, because really there is no much of butt implants content out there that people can watch and have a think about it as like breast implants and other surgeries. That's plenty of material out there. So yes, if you have questions, if you're interested in this topic, let me know. I'm happy to do a second part on these videos, answer questions about butt implants and being more assertive on the things that I say, because I don't know what your thoughts and your questions about it. And yes, that's it. I'll see you next. By the way, I'm going to have my surgery done tomorrow. Yes, it's like that. So yes, the next video, it might be including, or maybe this one, it might be including a little vlog before the surgery. I'm not sure, maybe. Let's see. That's all for now. Thank you. I see you in the next video. Bye.